What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the next adventure. I have done it. I've set off. Last night I stayed at a real good friend's house, and this morning the adventure begins. Right now I'm in Olympia and I am just fueled up on fuel and realize that all this stuff back here, I need to resort through it and get rid of a bunch more stuff because I'm really heavy. My fuel mileage is going to take a huge hit and I'm almost dragging my chains, so I'm squatting quite a bit, but I'll sort through everything once I get to a place to finally settle down. Pulled over next to the gas station here in Olympia and I bought a map of Oregon because that's where I'm headed right now, and I'm going to try to map out a route and find a spot to camp for the night. So I'm going to sit here and do some research, and we're going to hit the road and we're gonna see where we end up. So stay tuned and let's see what happens. And this is what we found. I didn't go as far as I was going to because I was getting tired of driving. I started driving about 11 o'clock. And it's about 6:30 now, maybe 7. And I ended up coming across this national grassland. So it's public land. If you look way up here, you might not be able to see it on camera, but there's a trail that goes all the way up to the top there. It's very, very tempting, but I better not. Not today anyway. So I think I'm gonna stay here for maybe a couple days. There's coppers in the bushes over there trying to get eaten by a mountain lion. This is home. So I'm gonna continue getting stuff set up, make it more cozy, and then I need to eat something. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Good morning, everybody. I had my morning cup of coffee and I just kind of been relaxing. I was watching over on this hill over here. They were parachuting out of an airplane. It kept circling around, and every time it circled around, 2 people were jumping out. So I was sitting there watching them with binoculars. It was kind of cool. And then when I turned the camera on to try to catch it, that was the last run. So I caught the plane, but nobody jumped out. And I was thinking about going on top of this hill, but I think I found my first snake, which is what I fear for Copper here. That's one thing that's gonna get him because he's a dummy. Let's take a look, see if this is actually a snake, shall we? All right, when I walked over here, I saw the head stick out. Well, I don't see it anymore. You see it in there? Oh, wonder if it went somewhere. By the time I walked back to grab the camera, oh, there's little holes here. I wonder if that's where it's going in from. The snake can crawl up top of that and go in though. It wasn't very big. I'm really hoping his natural instincts, if he comes up on a rattlesnake and it rattles at him, he'll just run away, but I don't know if he's that smart. What can you do? You might not be able to see in the distance. Right here, volcano. 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 Because I'm going to work on trying to organize everything because everything is so chaotic because I packed up so fast. What I want to do is I want to pull the vehicle forward and pull everything out, go through it, and then put everything back and figure out what I truly don't need because I'm carrying so much stuff. It's everything I own, but I don't think I need it all, so I'm gonna focus on doing that, I suppose, in a little bit. Got my solar panel out, catching some sun on my 300, which this morning it was at 58%. It's at 91% now, and it's getting 72 watts of solar at the moment. Oh, it's a lizard. Hey, come here. I think that's promising. Get Copper, come on. Because I just walked back up to see if I could spot that snake, and there was a lizard sitting on top of that rock. I assumed snakes would eat a lizard, so maybe it wasn't a snake. Maybe it was just a lizard I saw when it poked its head up, because that's all I saw was a head, so they look pretty close. That's what I'm gonna go with. Makes me feel a little bit better. I don't really care about snakes. I like snakes. Snakes are cool. But I already explained to you the reason why I'm worried about it. I just helped myself to a nice little shower. You see, I set up this little thing here, and I use the geyser there at the bottom, along with the Jackery 300. I only set this up, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I don't need to worry about people seeing me. But the wind, it's a little chilly, and especially if you're wet, that thing worked perfect. Then it's a super simple setup. I feel like $1 million. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. I don't know if you can see off in the distance. I'm not sure if that's rain over by the volcano. Possibly gonna come this way, so I wanted to get a shower in before possibly having to hunker down. All right, as you can see, we're looking outside. I got the awning put up. I have everything buttoned up. And you listen to that. The aliens are trying to talk to me. Now I'm scanning, it's a handheld. This is what I was looking for. It's a handheld ham radio. And I was scanning, trying to find a weather station so I can listen to it, because hopefully you can see up above on the other side. It doesn't look that bad. I think it's just gonna rain a bit, but I'm ready for it. I was planning on having a pretty good dinner. Some steak loins, onions, and sauteed carrots with corn on the cob. Depending on how long this storm lasts, or if it even shows up, I guess. That might not happen. What I might settle with is still delicious pulled pork sandwich that a real good friend of mine sent me off with like 2 days ago. I'm just gonna sit in here and see what happens with the storm, and we'll go from there. But this might be the end of the video if I'm hunkered down for the rest of this. So if this is the end of the video, thanks for watching. And if you like this sort of thing, feel free to follow along, and I will see you on the next one. On to the next adventure. The rain's here. That was nothing but 15 minutes after I got everything buttoned up.